5. Bird Box 2018 story. When a mysterious force decimates the population, only one thing is certain: if you see it, you die. The survivors must now avoid coming face to face with an entity that takes the form of their worst fears. Searching for hope and a new beginning, a woman and her children embark on a dangerous journey through the woods and down a river to find the one place that may offer sanctuary. To make it, they'll have to cover their eyes from the evil that chases them and complete the trip blindfolded. Review: Bird Box won't be up for any awards, most likely, and it's R all the way. It didn't need to be. You don't appreciate the art of a good genre contrivance until you see one pulled off poorly. Ratings 3.7/5. Watch on Netflix. 4. The Invisible Men 2020 story. Cecilia's abusive ex-boyfriend fakes his death and becomes invisible to stalk and torment her. She begins experiencing strange events and decides to hunt down the truth on her own. Review: It does an admirable job of taking us back to a time when a horror film could actually mean something. Unbearably tense and thematically rich, this feels like an entirely fresh take on a 123-year-old story, which is not something we saw coming. Ratings 4/5. Watch on YouTube. 3. Don't Breathe 2016 story. 3 delinquents break into the house of Norman, a Gulf War veteran who is blind, to steal his money. However, much to their horror, they discover that Norman is not as defenseless as he seems. Review: The first 3/4 of this simple, intense thriller are something close to masterful, and then it goes a little too over the top, with an outlandish reveal and elements of torture and gore. Director Fede Alvarez's film Don't Breathe is a skillfully crafted psychotic drama that gives you an immersive theatrical experience of a horror thriller with nail-biting suspense, gore and immorality. Ratings 3.8/5. Watch on Netflix. 2. Hush 2016 story. A deaf writer who retreated into the woods to live a solitary life must fight for her life in silence when a masked killer appears in her window. Review: This is a very wonderful movie. I would really highly request it. First of, what movie can make it seem like everything is so quiet and still? When it is like that, you never know what will happen next, which make the movie so much better. That made me really want to get to the middle. Of course, the picture at the front just draws you in, like someone else review said, but the description made me want to watch even more than I did before. I mean, this movie is very amazing. You should really watch it if you don't believe me. I liked how at first the spy guy who was spying on her did not know, but when he kinda figured it out, he knew he could take advantage of that, which really made it scarier because you would never know when the guy would strike. Anyways, you should really go and watch it. Ratings 4.3/5. Watch on Netflix. 1. A Quiet Place 2018 story. A family struggles for survival in a world where most humans have been killed by blind but noise-sensitive creatures. They are forced to communicate in sign language to keep the creatures at bay. Review: This gripping, clever monster movie is one of those rare genre treats that seizes on a simple, unique idea and executes it so perfectly and concisely that it elicits satisfying squeals of delight. An intriguing premise makes A Quiet Place an essential horror flick because of its understanding of the genre, and a cast that absorbs you into their terrifying world. Ratings 4.5/5. Watch on YouTube.